I am only gonna speak the truth today. Let's get started. I started my journey in Jojo's Bizarre Adventure Diamond on May 21st, 2023. My first stand in the game was Crazy Diamond. I liked the game very much because it was unique and fun and really canon. For example, a barrage from Star Platinum would kill you, wiping your stats, resetting all your stats, and you will be born a new character, randomized height, name, and looks. And Purple Haze, Fugo's stand. The virus guaranteed kill on you unless it's day. The most fun part was using Haman Ripple on vampires. It would do a lot of damage and melt their health and limbs and put Haman burn on their body. To unlock stands, you had to be worthy. You can get worthy by taking damage over and over. And when you're fully worthy, the stand unlocking arrow would glow. And if you used it, you would get one of the many stands in the game. There's event stands that you can only get from events in the game. The admins do events like Fall or something else, and give away these stands that are locked behind events because they're either unfinished or too strong, such as Purple Haze, Aerosmith, Golden Experience, Requiem, etc. I started off using Haman because it was really fun. I would go around killing vampires and sometimes humans with it too. The game was in its prime back then, 80 players online, and I was pretty unknown, a newbie basically. I won an event basically in Diamond by the help of Blada Ninja. We did a Crazy Diamond plus the hand combo where we would rock trap people with Crazy Diamond and then kill them with Erasure. He ended up killing me in end because one winner, and then later he gave me a disc, stored stand of Purple Haze. Now we get into the main story of Star Uchiha. I played with a friend named Aura, who I remembered from another game I used to play. Him and I wanted to create our own gang in the game, so we did. It was called the Haman Monastery, where we had groups of Haman users hunt down vampires and kill enemies. It was fun. But as gang grew, we had people using vampire, stands, and non-Haman users. So Aura decided to change the name of the gang to Speedwagon Foundation. The gang was very successful as we were organized and winning events and getting stands like Whitesnake, which permanently take people's stands away and store them. As gang grew, more Aura, as leader of the gang, gained more power. But with that power, he became arrogant. He even insulted me, the person who did a lot of stuff in the game. What he said one time was, "I wouldn't give you a good stand because you suck at the game." So because of that, I teamed up with a person called Lei, who the Speedwagon Foundation insulted a lot. Lei was known to be very wealthy as he had multiple event stands and a lot of white snakes, stand from P6, that can take people's stands. Because of his wealth, I teamed up with him and created my own gang to end the Speedwagon Foundation. My gang was called the Stardust Crusaders. We killed members of the Speedwagon Foundation, putting them on kill on sight list, and we had spies in their gang as well who would kill their event stand users when they were vulnerable. Our gang grew and grew, and Speedwagon Foundation, after I left, was already showing signs of decay as gang members would kill each other and basically put the whole game on costs because it's a fight game and people die. The Speedwagon Foundation was crumbling as Aura wasn't a good leader. The Stardust Crusaders, with Lei's support, was really strong, and while the Speedwagon Foundation was already showing cracks, we started killing their gang from the outside while they killed themselves from the inside. At that point, Aura stopped playing, and nobody would listen, and the gang totally fell apart. After that, my gang killed anyone on site in Diamond. We cleared servers, and game got so boring because nobody would fight us. After that, my gang stayed for another 2 months, ruling over Diamond, but it was showing the same cracks. The Speedwagon Foundation did the gang members killing themselves, and then they putting whoever killed them on costs. Practically, the whole game was on costs, and then conflicts such as other gangs who were breaking us from outside, and nobody would listen from the inside and stand together like we did in the past. Well, I lost more motivation because my goal of defeating Speedwagon Foundation was completed. There was nothing left to do. I abandoned the gang and stopped playing Jojo's Bizarre Adventure Diamond for a while. Few months later, I came back to Diamond. My gang was gone, and the only person I had was Lei, who didn't like me that much anymore, and teamed with someone called Yig, who was one of his good friends from before, but that was fine. I helped Lei again and stuff. but like I was on bad terms with Yig as we would fight, but Lei wouldn't interfere because he still remembers me from before. I was on okay terms with Yig later on. I heard Lei was removing his morph in Diamond, the Kira morph which Elmer gave him back in the day. So because of that, I wanted it back, but Lei didn't want to give it to me. He might want to give it to Yig instead, but I kept asking until I got it because I told Elmer I'd get it back. I didn't like Lei anymore, but I still wanted to be good with him because of the past like he was. I was so bad at Diamond since the fire that burned within me from before when I used to play back in the day was gone, and I had no motivation to try. I felt different when I played. But I was able to try and fight when something would snap and cause intestine emotions in me, reminding me of my prime in Diamond who I was. I was leader of the Stardust Crusaders, Star Uchiha, and the flame inside me lit up for the fight, overpowering my mental state, causing me to play like back in the day, and helping me win that fight. After that it happened again and again until one fight where that flame lit so much it fully came back to me, and that feeling to fight and try hard for victory came back to me. I felt like I was really back, and I kept playing Diamond and made my own gang in Diamond called Requiem's Wish, where I recruited newbies and taught them the game and my experience. One of the newbies named Ark, who fully learned and adapted to my playstyle, and he was really good at the game. I would still beat him because experience, though I will admit that he used it better. Tester spots for Diamond opened up, and me, Ark, and another person named Dark Assassin would team up, and we would be trio in Diamond. All three of us applied for Tester, and all three of us got Tester later. There was a FA event in Diamond where me and Rock, another Diamond player, were the last two people in FA we were fighting, but the fight kept going on infinitely since we couldn't kill each other. Then Maki, the owner of Diamond, did a countdown where whoever was lowest would lose, and within that countdown, I got Rock lower than I was, and then I was announced as the winner of the FFA winning shiny golden experience Requiem disc. Later on there was something called Event Wars, where teams of 3 fought another team of 3 in another map, and the winner ended up getting points. And with those pointed, you can get event stands and items if you save up, and we won a lot, and our team was strong. Ark ended up using exploits, which I hated because he showed such talent at the game, but used exploits. I didn't have any proof, but I tried getting some, and while doing that I still tried to talk to him to make him stop because I genuinely liked his personality. It was funny and perfect humor and stuff, so I told him to stop multiple times, and then later after I got enough proof, I had to report him. I told him multiple times before, but I didn't have clips of it, or he instantly deleted screenshots. So he ended up getting banned, and then he used to play on alts on Diamond, where he told me in 1 week his accounts get banned because of some API. I didn't know his alts user or anything, but nor did I know if he still exploited or not, but I didn't report him playing because the API would ban him anyway, and I didn't see him using exploits. So time went on as I was playing bad a little because it was really dying like 7 people on every day. So I played Lil, and then I stopped playing Diamond again. But then they started updating, and I came back again, and Ark was playing on other alts again. And I didn't really care because Dark Assassin knew, and I knew he would play. I played Diamond a lot, and did testing and fun things. Some time passed, and then there was another event in Diamond, where it was a FA which I won, but in the middle of it, Ark joined my VC and server and started saying people's stands and stuff. I did not ask him for that information or wanted it. I didn't even need it. I ended up winning that event, but afterwards he reported me with alt to get me banned because he was still mad about how I got him banned in the past. Now you guys know the legendary story of Star Uchiha in Jojo's Bizarre Adventure Diamond. Let me know what you think of it in the comments.